Okay, welcome back. Welcome to this least favorite day of the week, which is Monday. The least beautiful one, sadly. Back to the grind, as usual. So before we start, maybe a few words of an update, what happened off stream. So on Saturday, I've been printing quite a lot. Okay, apologies for that. Seems like my mic got muted, even though I didn't press anything. Luckily, at least I have a visual, so I was able to pick it up. Okay, so going back to the topic, what I've been up to off stream on Saturday, I've been printing quite a lot, and I ended up with this fancy design. Well, actually, it's not so that much fancy because it's not really a good one. So what I wanted to achieve, I wanted to have a easy way to put on the bearing without locking it, so that I need to use magnets to take it out or something like that. So I came up with this. So this is a rather simple thing. So as you can see, I can just put the bearing like this, and it doesn't wobble, and I can still rotate. So what I was doing, I was trying to figure out a way how to have buttons under the encoder, because I really would like to have a button, at least one, to be able to use it as a mute if I'm using it for volume. Maybe for scrolling is not that much important, because like when you scroll, I don't really see any use for a button. Well, currently I have a left mouse click under the scroll wheel, but I don't think it's that much useful anyway. Yeah, and other than that, like when you scroll, I don't really know what other features you might want to have, like when you press the button, or when you press the encoder, when you press the knob. So this one is kind of even okay in a way, because if we get a small encoder and also have an update on the encoders, so happened that today before the stream, I have received a package and I have all those small sizes that I have ordered before, and these right here are the 5mm ones. Hello, MeBox. Great to see you. How are you doing today? Let me know if the sound is okay, because as usual I've been having some issues. So I started the stream with a mute mic, but luckily managed to pick it up. Yeah, so I managed to get this working. But the issue is, actually there are two issues. One issue is that even if I use the small okay, oh, that's great. Great that you're good, and also very good that the sound is good. Good to know. Sometimes it's really difficult to figure out if what I'm recording at home when I'm checking the sound, if it's gonna be the same on the stream, if it's like loud enough, there are no like the sound, the volume doesn't break, anything like that. But if it's good, that's great, awesome. Okay, let's continue. So I managed to come up with this design. As you can see, I have space for 4 switches. So I was thinking that when I receive the small ones, the 5mm encoders, and actually I was kind of right, because when you look at it, they are very tiny, and we can make them even smaller by chopping off the legs and chopping off the sides. Just take a look. So yeah, we can make them like really tiny. So yeah, my idea was that I can have it in the center like this, because now inside I have a 13 millimeters encoder. So as you can see, it's kind of sticking out and it's actually taking a lot of space. But with this one, look how tiny it is. Maybe like a top view will be okay. Yeah, so it looks like I will be even able to fit in the fourth button, which is very cool. So like when you look at it, if we put on the bearing like this and we put on the knob, so technically I can press in 4 directions. So I was thinking, oh, that would be cool to have a volume like that. So I can have, like, for example, if I press on top of, if I press like the top part, I will have the, for example, like pause. I can have mute over here and maybe like next track, previous track, something like that. And maybe if we can, no, I'm sorry, we can't figure out how to press the whole thing. Yeah, so like 4 buttons would be cool. But then I realized that the part that is actually rotating, which is this part, so I can grab it by the center and I can rotate. So this part is actually sitting on top of those buttons. So once I press it, it kind of locks them against the keys. So it doesn't rotate that well anymore. It's very difficult to rotate. And it kind of sucks. So we can't have that, sadly. We can't have 4 buttons. And the other issue with having 4 buttons is that I don't have enough pins on any of the sides. I guess on the left side, there's only 1 pin left from like the original design. And on the right side, there should be maybe like 3 left, or maybe 4. Maybe we could fit it on the right side, but we don't need volume. I don't want volume on the right side anyway. So yeah, this is like 2 big flaws that actually kind of makes this unusable, in my opinion. But we can have a solution to that. We can either try the approach with the switch at the bottom, but I don't want to use these anymore because they're too big, in my opinion. I don't really like them this much. And I would like to have this part, I would like to have my encoder as small as possible. I mean, as thin as possible. So then if I need it to be higher, I can make it higher, but I don't want it to be like unnecessarily big. So like over here, it's kind of okay, but we can go lower than that. I'm pretty much sure we can go lower than that. So yeah, but then I was thinking, okay, we did so much work. We have like almost done design, which is great, of course, but like I haven't even tried if it even feels good to use it. Like, does it even encode, as the title says of today's video? So for example, it's very nice to grab it like that and to rotate, but like without having the feedback, without seeing how does it really perform, like when I rotate, is it like feasible to rotate with like in this form, or would it be better to have a different way? So I was thinking maybe today we can build like a tiny keyboard, so-called like a one-off, and just to plug in this one, for example. We have pins sticking out already, so this should be rather easy. You have A, B, and the middle one is C, so we can just make a keyboard with one encoder and program it so that it performs like a mouse scroll, for example, or maybe volume. Mouse scroll would be better, because if I start playing with the volume, this will most probably kill the stream in some way, if I know my luck. So yeah, we don't really have that much work to do, because I already have a tiny firmware done back from the old days. So we just, I think, need to plug it in and then check the check the firmware. How can we program it quickly to have it working? And if I'm happy with it, then we can move on and we can check those tiny encoders. Like we already have a small design for it, like a tiny harness. So maybe we can print that one just to see, like for the horizontal scroll that we did some time ago. It's not really complete yet. So if it's in a printable state, because I can't remember if it was like fully done or if it was just like a mock-up. So maybe we can print it, we can like take a look, how big is it? Is it like feasible to add an encoder? I mean, add a knob to it. And then I would like to approach this issue. We can either, I think we should use smaller buttons, and not these ones. And we'll either put them, I think we'll go with just one, most probably, because having 4 doesn't really make sense. I'm not decided yet, actually. We see how it goes, but what we need to do, we need them to be very close. We need them to be very close to the center, to this part, because this part we can, like the inner circle, we can easily block, because the outer part will still rotate, no issues. But if we have it like this, and the outer part locks on this one, then it doesn't really work. And I don't really see any other way, like if we can have it like this, and how to prevent the bearing from like going all the way down. Like I don't really know if, for example, I think I even had one design, I must have thrown it away. I even add a spacer over here, but then I wasn't really able to press the buttons because it wasn't really moving that well. But now when I look at it, actually maybe instead of making a circle, how about we just make like a tiny rectangle, so it would rest like this, and then we will be able, maybe it should be, yeah, the issue is like, even if I make it like this, yeah, maybe it would be better if I show it on, if we jump into the CAD. I think we should go back to our encoder testing. Yeah, so as you can see, I was like quite busy with it recently. And the thing is that I can't remember where I put all those things, as usual. Okay, it's over here. We have the push button. Okay, so I can hide the knob. Yeah, so I can also get rid of the bearing. So as you can see, I did a design in a way for up to 4 keys. I have 4 switches, or maybe push buttons. Yeah, so what I was thinking, like, because initially I did like a circle over here, so that was holding the bearing. But then of course you can't really press it left and right because this support is so big that it's preventing the bearing from like wobbling left to right, even if you put a lot of pressure. So just now I had an issue. I had an idea. Maybe we could either put like a tiny rectangles like this, or even tiny line, maybe something like 1.2. So that will be like three times thickness of the nozzle. And maybe this way we can make it kind of wobble a little. Or maybe if you make it like this, like 45 degrees, would it be better now? I think I just like, yeah, as usual, I was thinking, okay, this is done. We can't really do anything about it. But then when you start talking and you put some more thoughts into it, and then maybe we can approach it like a different way. Like on Saturday, I was printing from early morning all the way until evening because like every idea, I did a new print. It like took a couple of minutes. Then it didn't work. Then I came back. I did some modifications after the whole day. I wasn't really thinking straight anymore. Yeah, this is kind of, now it's kind of obvious. Oh yeah, come on, why wouldn't you do it like this? Okay, so let's try like this. Let's try fixing it. I have the printer ready, and this print shouldn't take long. And in the meantime, we can maybe take a look at the firmware and see what's happening there. Maybe we can make it work. Ideally, even before the print finishes, but that's wishful thinking as usual. Yeah, but anyway, let's get to it. So maybe I will just jump into the top part. I need to activate it if I want to do anything about it. And maybe I should make, how about we make a different component for it, and let's call it bearing support. Or maybe you should put it under bearing. Whatever, let's leave it here. Let's not complicate things. Okay, so, okay, let's make a rectangle, and let's make a rectangle from the center. So we have our center here. Okay, I think I need to bring back the bearing, and I need to take a look. Okay, I think the bearing is a little bit higher. So what I can do, I can just do Control and scroll, and I can select this. I can select this this wall, if I can call it like that. And now if I can do rectangle, so I should be able to see. Yeah, I can see like the bottom of the bearing quite well, because like before I was on the top plate, so we were just underneath the bearing. So now I can see it clearly. So we can't really go outside of this rectangle. This is the inner part. Okay. So looks like I don't have it marked here, but that's fine. That's really fine. I can see how thick is it anyway. Okay, so make a rectangle from the center. So like all the way to here. So it's gonna be like 10 millimeters. Okay, that's fine. And I want it to be like 1.2. Okay, let's say that will be good enough. Okay, so you can remove the bearing. I think I still have a old this part. It used to be the support for the bearing. Okay, so first thing, I need to move it, and I need to move it all the way to the bottom. Actually, I mean to the top of the top plate. So I will do it like this. And now I need to pull it. So we need to we need to add thickness to it. But like, how thick should it be? Should it be to the size, I mean to the height of the buttons? So if I do it like this, I have the top of the button. So it says like it's 0.7. Or maybe it should be a little bit bigger. Let's make it like 0.8. Also, there might be some discrepancy in dimensions. Like, for example, I was struggling for some time because I had the design ready. And then when I put on the push buttons, like some of them were like, okay, but some of them were too small. Like I was like, how come? There's only one type. And then it turned out there are two types actually. And I learned it the hard way. So it turned out one of them was, the height was 4.9 and the other one was height 4.3. So that was kind of like interesting. I was pretty much sure there's only one type in the box. and there is no sticker with the dimensions on the box, so I didn't really know. Yes, I was also like quite confused, like what is happening? Why it doesn't work? Okay, so we have this one, and the question is like, do we need another one? Should we make it like a cross? I can always copy and paste this one, and I can rotate it like this, and like, how do we do, like 90? Okay. Yeah, so this is more or less how I see it. Okay, so what we can do now, I can pull this edge. I can't pull this edge, but I can copy and paste it to here, and now I can pull it. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna make like a surface. And now I can cut with this surface. So I can take this part, I can take this surface, and I can remove this thing. And now I can, again, I can press I can select this part and this surface, and I can remove this. And we don't need the surface anymore. So I can get rid of it. I can always pull it out anytime. Do we have to? Yeah, looks like we have to. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have it like this. Well, now as you can see, like some of them are sticking out from here. So maybe we can rotate it a little. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's still gonna be. Okay. Hmm. That is interesting right now. I don't really know if it's gonna make any difference or not. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. And let's just print the whole thing and see what happens. It's not that much of an issue to reprint, and it shouldn't take long. Okay, I just need to get rid of the remaining parts. Okay, so I think that's gonna be all for the print. As usual, I must have forgotten something. I don't know, looks good. Anyways, let's export this thing. This is our push button top. Yeah, so okay. So I have Bamboo Studio already open, and it didn't ask if I want to update anything. So this is something new. Usually it keeps asking, would you like a new configuration? Would you want me to mess up your stream? But not today. Okay, let's go to our out. I think it was somewhere different. It wasn't here, it was here. Okay, this is our top. How come we have the, oh, what is that? Something is blocking. There is no hole anymore. How did it happen? Oh, that is interesting. How did it fuse like that? Okay, I know. I removed the surface, and that wasn't a surface actually. That was okay. I always have to mess up something. Ah, I just removed the surface from the plate. That was actually the thickness. Oh, that's fine. We can make a new hole quickly. Like from this perspective, it really looked like it's just a surface, but it wasn't. Okay, now it looks better. Okay, so let's do export. Okay, now we have a beautiful hole. Damn, I hate that I can't rotate with a different key. Like, why do I need two keys to move the left and right? But if I want to rotate, it's a left mouse key. And if I end up on the object, so then it's moving the object instead of rotating it. God damn it. Okay, it looks more or less fine to me. Let's take a quick look if I haven't missed anything. Okay, there is no support at the bottom, so just like a clean holder. Okay, so let's slice this baby and let's print it. I am pretty much sure that the height of this additional things that we just add, it's not gonna do much. Most probably it's gonna still interfere and we're gonna have to make it a bit taller. Well, anyway, at least we have something to do on the stream. Okay, let's go. Okay. And it seems to be doing something. Oh, come on. Just a quick look. Okay, I think the plate is clean. So we can go back here and I can give you a tiny sneak peek on the printer, what it's doing. Okay, so if there is anyone on the chat, quick question. What are we doing first, firmware or soldering? Of course, soldering. Who am I even asking? Okay, yeah, that was expected. But not that I am disappointed. No way. It's fine. We can do soldering. Okay. Actually, it might be even no-brainer. Yeah, of course. That was a stupid question. I shouldn't have even asked. Yeah, but it's also better because, you know, I can do soldering, but when it comes to firmware and I don't know what's wrong, then everyone will know that I have no idea what I'm doing. And if I'm soldering, then, you know, I still look professional. Okay. I think I have to use my favorite screwdriver. But I also bought another one, smaller one. Hopefully it will arrive soon and I can share with you. This one's a little bit too big to my liking. Ah, wrong way. Alrighty. Screw is out. Oh, I didn't break the shaft. Great success. Okay, let's put it there. I think I can solder it while it's in. Or maybe better not. I'm gonna melt half of the harness. Let's take it out. I'm really curious how it's gonna look like when it comes to like scrolling. If it's like if the experience gonna be the same as just like bare, like when you rotate it's so smooth, but it's gonna be so smooth, so nice when it's like really working. I'm gonna find out soon. So I have these abominations with me. So this is something I designed long time ago. So this was meant for prototyping, and there's quite a lot of things over here. So I have a simple key matrix that I can hook up over here. I think there were. How was it connected? No, I can't even remember how it was routed. Those keys. I think I have to use some kind of a jumper wire. But I have all the inputs in headers. So I think we can use this. I have some wires still ready. So that should be quite fast, hopefully. And it's very nice because I have a reset button over here. I have a reset button over here, so I don't have to struggle with trying to short, reset, and ground. Is it picking up? Yeah, it seems to be picking up. Yeah, the reset is here. So yeah, I even have a bunch of. This is like a 5-way switch, and this one is kind of nice actually. I think I had one in one of my early builds, and this is also kind of a switch, so it goes up and down. This can be kind of very small, low profile way if you want to do volume maybe or something like that. I don't think it would be good for scrolling. Yeah, but this is very useful. I even have a TRRS routed, so I can have a split, and I have two of these actually. Yeah, so I can have a split keyboard if I want to test something. Yeah, and back then I was thinking that would be like a good exercise for newcomers if you want to do some soldering, because there's quite a lot of pin headers to solder and some like through hole stuff, so you can get familiar with it. But I never managed to release it. There's even like a space for over here. There's three holes over here, and this one you can hook up a transistor, and if you want to do LED like PMW, yeah, I think it's PMW, like pulse, PWM, so it's pulse wave modulation. So you can blink LEDs with this transistor, so you don't really have to use that much power. QMK supports that, which is very cool. QMK is super great. It has so many features and it's free. It's absolutely great. Okay, but like enough talking. Let's do some stuff. Okay, so I think I will take the black. I will use the black cable for the common pin. Well, I assume the common pin is the one in the center. Or maybe we should better check. Yeah, let's take a look. Of course, there is no documentation anywhere available, so that kind of sucks, but fear not. I think I should put AliExpress into favorites. Okay, mouse and coder, let's say Kyle. I think they had some kind of a documentation, maybe, hopefully. Okay, I was wrong because the common pin is the last one. I was pretty much sure the common pin will be in the center. That kind of makes sense. Why wouldn't it not be? But no, a common pin seems to be the one on the right side. If you look at it, like this, so this one is the common pin, the last one. What a disappointment. But that's fine. So good that we checked at least. Okay, we are at 350 degrees. Yeah, I forgot that those wires, they don't really solder too well. Kind of shitty, as to say. Yep. Okay, let's say that it holds in a way. Okay, of course I soldered it on the wrong side. Okay, doesn't matter. Was supposed to be the common one, and now I think it's the A one. Whatever. Let's just continue. Doesn't matter. It's not like it has any like polarity that we can kill it if we do something wrong. This one went a little bit better, and the last one, whatever. Let's take a yellow one. All right, beautiful soldering. I hope they're gonna hold for the time being. Okay. Have I mentioned already that I need a bigger desk? Okay, so, and the magnet just got attached to it. Okay. Now let's put it, let's say, let's make it, okay, this one A. This one is common, so let's make it 2, 3, let's make it 4. And the black one is A, B, so let's do it like this. A, B, and C. Okay, but the problem is that I have no idea what was configured in this firmware previously. I guess we have to check it out. Oh, and our pin just finished, so maybe I'll just go and pick it up. Okay, I am back, and the mic is still working. How about this one? Yeah, this one is still working as well. Not sure what happened at the beginning. Anyways, okay, so this is how it looks like. So we have those tiny supports. I am very curious if it's gonna fit. Okay, one more second. So, okay, this one is a different design I think. And this one is the one that I was working on, yeah. So this one should be like this. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, that's the one. What a mess today. So I can swap just the top first. Yeah, I'm curious if it's gonna help with anything. Okay, let's put the screws back on. Alrighty. So when we look at it, okay, they seem to be kind of same height as the buttons. Let's take a look. Oh, well, it seems like it might be working. So there is a, not sure if you can see. Well, it doesn't seem like there is much space after we pressed it. But it's still very smooth. I can still rotate, no problem. It seems to be working. Yeah, but at the same time, it seems like on the side where we have this thing that is holding the bearing, it doesn't really flex that well anymore. Like it's more pronounced. If I press it on top, I don't know if you can hear. This is the top, if I press, and the left side where the holder is. It doesn't really press. Yeah, and the bottom is tactile as well. So I can't say that it's a complete fail. But maybe we can kind of rotate it somehow. Well, actually, those two keys are already enough, or maybe even more than enough. Okay, first thing first, let's leave the dose by, let's make it like 04 maybe. Okay, and we can't really have it. We can't really rotate, can we? Let's make it 45. And how about we make this smaller? Let's make it like smaller by 0.2, maybe 0.4, and see what happens then. Okay, that is kind of okay. Makes me wonder how is it gonna work anyway. Maybe it would be better. Okay, if this one doesn't work, then we can try a different one. Or maybe we can just print both of them at the same time. So I can have this one. Let's make it, let's call it number 1. So that will be, okay, that will be our bearing support, which is this. And we should also move. So we have these two holders. And let's just put them here as well. So these are the original ones. So that's this one and this one. Okay, so I will remove it. So this is our version 1, and our version 2 is gonna be similar. I will just like copy paste like that without giving a second thought. And this one as well. So we can switch this one off. Okay, we have, so okay, let's see if I can rotate it somehow. Let's do minus 45. Yeah, so now we have those supports that are meant for the bearing. We have them like in a cross, like this. So supports for the bearing are like that. And these we have like this, like at that angle. I wonder, yeah, one of these designs might even work. So let's go with it. So this will be our top, and let's call it, this is our version 2. And this is our version 1. All right. Okay, back to Bamboo Studio. And let's make a new project. And I will just paste these two guys over here. Let's do auto arrange. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, what is happening with the printer? Is it starting, not starting? Come on. Okay, looks good. Okay, so I think we have this done for now. Okay, let's go to our Visual Studio code, not the full one, of course. Okay, what do we have here? What a mess. So this is our Chordie. We can skip that. This is 3i2c and another one. Okay, odd ones. Okay, we have quick at mega. So that's the one that I think I was working with it some time ago. Okay, this one is using, most probably it's not gonna compile. Okay, let's see. Can we do it like quick and dirty? How about this one? This one looks like more mature. This one looks like it was using the touchpad. We have a config. I think it was just the touchpad itself. So not really. So it looks like one was just for the mouse sensor for testing, and the other one was just for the touchpad for testing as well. Okay, so which one? Doesn't really matter. This one is what? This one is RP2040, or is it? Yeah, this one is RP2040. So okay, this one is not what we want. Let's close all of that. And okay, so this is our Amiga. Okay, what do we have here? Katerina, so that is fine. Okay, mouse key. I think we need to change because for the scroll we need mouse key. So we change that to true. Extra key, I think it's volume and some other stuff, so we don't need that. Command boot magic. Okay, forget about it. Okay, pointing device. We don't need that as well. So this will be false. Okay, so we have direct pins for the matrix. I think we can work with that. Let's jump quickly to QMK and let's take a look. How can we do encoders? It should be rather easy. Okay, what does it say? We need to do encoder enable yes. Okay, that looks easy. So I think we can comment this one out. And what does it say? Encoder enable yes. Okay, encoder enable yes. That is correct. Okay, and in the config.h, we need to put these A and B. Okay, how do I paste in Vim? It's gonna be something like this. Oh yeah. Okay. So I think we need a quick reminder how is Pro Micro pinout. Oh, this one is good. I always reference this one because it's showing like both. Yeah, so we have our 2, 3, and 4. Let's take a quick look. Okay, so I think the common one should be actually, I'm not quite sure at this moment. It should be either ground. Yeah, I think it should be ground because the common pin is something that QMK will pick up on its own. Yeah, so our yellow one in this case is the common pin for this type of encoder. So I will just plug it into the ground, at least for now. Yeah, so we have 2 and 3. I'm not quite, yeah, 2 and 3 are our A and B. Okay, 2 and 3 is our A and B. And if you look at the pinout over here, so this is gonna be D1. So this is our input number 2. And D0, this is our input number 3. Okay, so let's do it. So it's gonna be D1 and D0. Yeah. Okay, looks okay. So far, so good. What else do we need to do? Okay, if your encoders clockwise are incorrect, you can swap A and B. Oh wow, you can have even define to swap A and B. You don't have to redefine the these defines. Like it's okay. It makes sense if you have like more of them. Okay, resolution we can stick to the default one. Okay, default position, split keyboard, that doesn't apply to us. Okay, so how to map it in the keyboard? So what do they say? Encoder mapping, maybe add to your key map C, which replicates the normal key switch layer handling functionality, but with encoders. Okay, add this to your, oh, so this is something new. Okay, these are, okay, so we can just do on the callback. So we don't really have to use this. Oh, wow. This is kind of cool actually. This is something I have not seen before because like for a very long time I've been using encoders in the matrix and I'm just reading them on my own. So yeah, I don't really look over here. Okay, so maybe we can do it the old way. I think it was with those callbacks, like here. Okay, so we need to insert this code into our keymap C. Okay, either keyboard C or keymap C. Okay, we have keymap C. It's a different encoder update KB and encoder update user. Okay, let's just yank it from here. And we have our key map over here. Okay, so what do we have over here? So, okay, top code, page up, page down. Okay, and this is something different. Okay, we have only one encoder, so I think we can delete this. Okay, so maybe we can leave it for now with page up and page down. So hopefully this won't kill the stream. Yeah, it's always better than scrolling or volume. Okay, looks like that's all we need for now. Okay, then what we need now is our virtual machine. Well, I hope we'll be able to compile everything. Is it starting or not? What is it doing? Okay, looks like it leaves. Okay, do we have the share working? Okay, this is something new. Usually we used to have issues with the share, but not now. Okay, so go back to the Visual Studio, Control Shift B. Okay, looks like it's sending the source to here. Okay, let's see. PMK, compile. Keyboard name was quick at mega, and layout is default. And something's wrong. Okay, wrong path because it was like this. Okay, something's happening. No way. Okay. Oh, so close. Okay, what is it now? Oh, wow. Okay. What is it? That's a cryptic message. Good that we start print at least because looks like it's gonna take some time before we manage to fix it. Okay, Kima player count row. I have no idea what it's talking about. Okay, so the function is this one, encoder update user, static declaration of Kima player control. Okay, we are on the right file. So we have this function, encoder update user. Okay, maybe there's something wrong with this. Let's take a look how other keywords are. Can I put it in my Kima file? Okay. Okay, so this should be good. This is in keymap file. Let's take a look over here. No, I have it done the same way over here, and it's fine. Okay, not sure what is it complaining about. Okay, I think I know. Okay, I missed the parentheses. Yeah, like this. Now it should be fine. So maybe it won't be that bad. There is a slight chance that we can make it work relatively fast. Oh my god, it's compiling. Holy shit, it's done. No way. Wow, that is a surprise. So we are one step closer to killing the stream. Let's fire up EMK toolbox. Okay, we have the firmware here. Let's set up auto flash. Okay, let's do our magic screen. All right, so here we go. Okay, like this should be better. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna connect this thing. I'm gonna reset it and see what happens. Okay, flashing. All right, yeah, done. Oh, that's a surprise. Is it done? It's done. Okay. Oh, so let's go back over here. And we can check our key codes. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Where is my knob? Okay, it's almost good. The only problem is that it keeps pressing letter A. And I think the reason for that is over here, because we have a direct pin somewhere. Okay, D1. Okay, this explains everything. So let's make this pin something different. Yeah, it's the same pin for the encoder and for the letter A. That's why it's freaking out. Oh, let's make it D4, for example. I mean, not that I really need it. Well, I'm not quite sure what will happen if I remove it. So I'll just keep it like that. And the good news is that the print has just finished. How cool is that? So smooth today. All right. So let's go back to our QMK firmware. Okay, let's compile again. Okay, it didn't explode. Okay, we have auto flash on still. So let's do a quick reset and flash, and our A should be gone. Okay, so it doesn't spam A anymore. Let's take a look what happens if I turn the knob on the encoder. Okay, great success, it works. We have page up and page down. Okay, so the next step is to change these to our mouse keys. So we don't want page up and page down. We want to have scroll up and scroll down. So we have to go back to QMK. Let's duplicate this tab. And there should be like a full list of all the key codes that we can use. Let's do it like this, key codes. It should be over here. Oh, okay, full list. There you go. And that will be, is there a mouse? Okay, mouse keys. No, not this one. I'm looking for the, so the question is, are those mouse keys from the mouse? Yeah, because there's also like a feature that is called mouse keys, so you can operate mouse with you can operate the mouse with the keyboard, like move the mouse left and right and have the keys. This might be a different code, but it should do it anyway. Okay, we have wheel up and wheel down, so we can use these. So let's go over here and let's change this. So the name for wheel down is ms underscore whld. Okay, wheel down. And here we have ms underscore, is it like this? Okay, lu. Okay, wheel up, wheel down. Okay, let's save it. One more check before we go. Wheel down and wheel up. Okay, so this looks fine. Where is our VM? Over here. Okay, missed it. Okay, one more compile. So technically we should have a working scroll right now. Let's reset and see what happens. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it scrolls. So that is great. Okay, so now we can put this together into our like pseudo keyboard, and then we'll be able to check like how does it scroll actually. Okay, but the thing is, okay, I think I can leave it like that. I can just push it inside. Okay. I had a moment of doubt if I can actually make it fit inside. It should be fine. Oh, it's getting really cluttered over here. Okay, so that was our encoder. So let's go back to the roots. I am kind of surprised that the firmware went so smooth. Good that I had it. I mean, making a new keyboard is not that difficult in QMK. I think there's a command somewhere in the bin directory or utilities. It's like a keyboard new or something like that, and it will create new directory with all the basic files. So you can just add your simple stuff. It's a good starting point. Do we need 2 screws? No, we don't. 1 screw is enough. This is a 1 screw country. Okay, our keyboard. Oh, something's messed up. I think I put it at the wrong. It should be the other way around. Yep. Now I can see the encoder inside. Okay. Like this. And now we can attach over here. Well, I'm very, very excited about it. I get to see like how it's gonna work. So cool. Okay. All right. So let's plug it in. And we need something to scroll. Okay, what is better to scroll than Reddit? Okay, is it Ergo Mac? Okay, like so. And let's make a split view like this. Okay, that is cool. Okay, let's get scrolling. Okay, that is cool. That is super smooth. I think we can, yeah, looks like we can increase the step because it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's every fourth is picking up. Okay, we can do that quickly. There was a feature somewhere. Good that I didn't close the tab with the encoders. There was something about resolution. Oh yeah, encoder resolution 4. Yeah, so the default is 4. Oh, this one is so smooth. Maybe we can do it like 1. Let's go crazy. And like this. And let's change that to 1. Okay. Quick compile. Okay, and let's flash it. Okay, so now we have every dent is one step. But it still feels like it's missing steps, like yeah, something is off. Yeah, but like if we go like one direction, I think what might be the problem. There might be like some chatter, or maybe the signal is not good enough, because I think for most of the encoders there's a schematic how to connect them, and I think there are some resistors and some capacitors to even it out, because yeah, up down, so it's just like one dent. Or maybe it's too sensitive. Maybe we can do it too. Let's see how it behaves when you have just two. I will quickly change. Okay, so let's wait for the firmware. Okay, it's done. Okay, so now we are at 2. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like there's some chatter, because you can see that it's like jumping up and down, up and down. Yeah. Or like once you speed it up, it is actually very good. This is actually very nice. My approach is a bit different, because I have encoders usually in matrix, so I read them a little bit different. Yeah, so I think the issue might be that there is some chatter. I wonder if I use like a normal one. Let's give it a shot. Like if we use this one, I wonder what will happen. Do we have? Yeah, we have enough wires, so yeah, we can swap it quickly. Let's do it right now. Okay, so it was black, yellow, and the red one over here. Not that it matters too much, but that's fine. Okay, so I have 3 more. Okay, let's solder it first, and then I will check which is the. I am almost certain that the center one or the middle one is the common. There is no mention on the chassis, but that's fine. I wonder if this one will behave the same way. Would it also like jump up and down? I'm pretty much sure it will. And we might need those resistors and capacitors to even out the signal. These wires are not so good. They're actually quite terrible. Solder won't hold to it. It's like dirty or something. Maybe I should try strip it a little. Doesn't look too good either. Okay, at least it holds. Okay, we have another one, and the last one also doesn't look too good. Yeah, somehow it holds. Barely. Okay, let's connect this stuff. So I'm assuming the green one is the common one. So let's put it under 4. Doesn't matter which one is up and down. Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Okay, because I connected wrongly. Common is ground. Okay, now it should be better. Okay, so this one works better, yeah. It doesn't really jump like if I go up and down. It's very consistent. Yeah. So this should be fine. Okay. So what is wrong with this one? Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, like if I go fast, it seems like it's missing steps. Let's take a look at the if there's any mention, if we need any kind of resistors or anything like that. Nope, nothing here. Okay, do they have like a web page? Okay, so this one is only for the keyboard switches. How about this one? Okay, we have those mini ones. Okay, send inquiry. Okay, no mention if we need any kind of wiring. But if we take a look at this one, and if we go, let's pick like any one of them, and take a look at the data sheet. Okay, so okay, it's like a test circuit. How to test it? So I guess the dimension. What is the resistance? So terminal C to the ground. Okay, well, this is only for testing. Would seem so. One more time. Have you missed something? Well, this one actually works without any resistors. So we have no issues with the standard ones, but the mouse ones, they kind of something wrong with them. Maybe we can check the scale one and see if it works. Maybe it's an encoder issue, which I kind of doubt. Yeah, it doesn't really mention anything over here. Well, good that I have the other ones, so we might have something to compare. Good that we checked at least. That could have been like a huge disappointment having the board ready and then you want to scroll and it's like freaking out and you have no idea what is happening as usual. Let's use like a bigger one. Well, actually it doesn't really matter because I don't think I'll be putting it inside. But just in case I wanted to, I think that's the largest one that I have. What's that? This is 8, this one is 9, this is 5, and I think this is, what is it? 7. Okay, so 9 is the largest of the bunch that just arrived today. Okay, let's pick it up. Okay, and the question remains, which one is the common pin? Okay, they don't mention anything. How about on the page? Also, nobody knows. So I assume it's a standard maybe. So all of them are the same, which is the common pin is on the right side. Well, we're gonna find out soon. Not sure how many more soldering attempts these wires can take. Okay, so we have it soldered in. And it came off. And the white one was, maybe I should strip it. And now it's too long. Okay, so white one should be ground, and then whatever. I'm assuming the white one is the common pin. Okay. Let's see what happens now if I try to rotate. Okay, that's a surprise because this one works, no problem. There's no jumping, nothing. Holy shit. Does it mean that this one, the TTC or whatever the name is, does it mean they're crappy? Yeah, this one is super smooth. Okay. Let's put it inside the keyboard. That's a surprise, actually. Just a quick swap of the encoder. I hope it's the same size, should be. It looks like it's kind of a standard anyway, so they all should fit more or less. Okay, not quite. Looks like I might need to push it in if I want to have the knob attached to it, but that's fine. Okay, let's hope I won't break the shaft now. There's no way to align it, like... Okay, maybe I'll be able to take a look from the bottom if I'm aiming correctly, because I don't really want to break the shaft, because this would mean that I need to reprint it, and that would be a waste of time. Oh, Wrong screw. Okay, perfect. Managed to get it inside. Okay, let's plug it in. Okay, so it's done in a way. Okay, let's connect this thing and see what happens now. Oh, it's the same. Oh, that is odd. I don't quite understand what is wrong. Like, or maybe that is not the issue with the encoder. Maybe this is how Reddit kind of is loading up. Let's take a look at something else. For example, what do we have? Something that is like this side. Okay, this. That's not enough. What else can we scroll through? Okay, key codes. There is something. I can go really fast with it. It doesn't really seem to be skipping any steps. Oh, there was like a jump. Yeah, you can see it clearly here, like yeah, it's jumping up and down. Yeah, up and down, even though I'm moving in the same direction. Okay, that is interesting. So maybe the code is a little bit different, but Oh, like this. Yeah, so I think I'm moving it. Yeah, seems to be. So it's not the encoder. Okay, let's take it out. Well, it seemed to be okay when I was like rotating it in my hand. Let's go back to the TTC one. Okay, and cable came off. It's always better to not solder with this. With the soldering station, it's always better to disconnect, because if you forget to unplug the power and you solder something, it will destroy the pin on the controller. I did that once on my keyboard, and I wasn't very happy about it because I had to swap the I2C expander. It just burned the whole input. Looks like this one needs cleaning as well. Okay, looks like it's holding, at least for now. Should be enough to test it. Okay, so back to our scrolling. Oh, there's still something. Yeah. And if I scroll with my keyboard doesn't seem to have any issues. Yeah, but when we scroll with this one, yeah. Okay, guess that's something that I will need to investigate. Maybe I can find some kind of a mouse datasheet, or like sometimes, like maybe for the mouse sensor there is like a diagram how to connect everything. Maybe there will be like a part of the schematic that will talk about the scroll wheel, because it looks like it might need some more, because I don't understand why it's like jumping like that. Either the code is different, it's not the same as in the other encoders, like the bigger ones. I can check that as well. I do have a logic analyzer, although maybe it will, maybe it won't work. Yeah, but something that needs to be investigated. Because if we can't make it work, if we can't have a smooth scrolling without any jumps, yeah, it looks like yeah, it's like going up and down, up and down. Okay, something for another time. And we still have the other print to pick up. Okay, so before we finish today, we can still check if we can have a decent wobble on the encoder. Where is this design? Okay, this one. So this one didn't really click in all of the directions. So it was okay on the top, I mean on the sides, but like top and bottom was kind of locked with this one. Okay, I will try this one first. So we will maintain the orientation of the bearing holders and just have the spacers. We'll just have them a little bit, they're like 45 degrees, and see how it works with this. But I don't have huge hopes for that. I don't think it's gonna work well. I am more looking towards the other one, where we have swapped the when we have rotated like the bearing holders. That one looks promising, but you never know. Sometimes the most promising thing is the most disappointing. Okay, and how does it work? Well, it doesn't, because it's stuck. Yeah, these are too high now. Oh no. Okay, it's not that bad actually, but they seem to be a little bit too high. So there's like a clear, there's a big hole in between, but I can kind of press it. Okay. No, it's too high. Like it won't budge with the knob. Like the shaft makes it too stiff. Okay, let's check the other one, but most probably the spacers are too high. So maybe I shouldn't have add any more height to them. I think the screw columns, they are already worn out. They don't really hold much. Yeah, but longer screw should do the job. Okay, not bad. Yeah, definitely too much space. I can't even reach the button anymore. See, there's like how much space? Definitely too much. Yeah. Okay, something to fix. But I guess I will do it off stream and I will share with you on the next stream what was the progress. I guess that's it for today. So we did manage to do quite a lot of progress. I am kind of disappointed with the encoder. Not quite sure what's happening, why it's not scrolling. It looks like it's missing some steps, or like when we like rotate in one direction, it seems to be randomly reading that there was like a one dent backwards. So you see that like the graphics was like zooming in, and then like one step back. So something to investigate as well. I will either do it off stream or we'll do it on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure, depends how much time I will have off stream. Okay, so we need to fix this. Yeah, but other than that, that was kind of successful, I would say. Happy that we have this tiny keyboard firmware that we can use for like small random projects, like testing this encoder today. That is kind of cool. I'm surprised that it didn't really complain too much, because I think the version of QMK that I used for it was very old, but at the same time there isn't much features used there, so that is still okay, I guess. Yeah, so as usual, a lot of progress and not much advancement on the project. Still a lot of questions to answer, which we'll try to answer on the next one. For today, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great afternoon, morning, or good night. Bye bye. See you.